Complexly traumatized children need to be helped to engage their attention in pursuits that do not remind them of trauma-related triggers and that give them a sense of pleasure and mastery. You see, safety, predictability, and fun are essential for the establishment of the capacity to observe what is going on, put into larger context, and initiate physiological and motoric self-regulation. Today is Monday, April 22nd, 2019. Welcome back, Monday, April 22nd, 2019. This is Monday Morning Mashup. Thank you for joining me. I have a couple things that I wanted to talk to you about with regard to that quote. Again, bringing it up, complexly traumatized children need to be helped to engage their attention in pursuits that do not remind them of trauma-related triggers and that give them a sense of pleasure and mastery. Safety, predictability, and fun are essential for the establishment of the capacity, and so on and so on. I would argue that that quote doesn't necessarily apply only to complexly traumatized children. I think that's a good way to teach all children. They need to have a sense of pleasure and mastery in everything that they do in order to be motivated to move forward. The other things that they need, everybody needs, you need it too, is safety, predictability, and fun. They are essential for the establishment of the capacity to observe what's going on around us. And really, it's essential to regulate yourself. You have to feel safe. You have to be in a predictable environment, and you have to enjoy what you're doing. If you can't do that, if you don't have that ability, the ability to self-regulate is not going to happen either. Therefore, we can't learn, both as adults and students. Just a couple 2 cents that I wanted to share with you. Now, on to the rest of the day and the week. In my notes, I have just a few things that I wanted to share with you. First of all, second and third grade team members that were able to make the board meeting, thank you so much for being there. It means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to the Board of Education and Superintendent Johnson. We're going to continue the idea of having the potluck board meetings. That is 6 o'clock on those Wednesday evenings. It's the second board meeting of the month, which would be the third Wednesday of the month, and we invite those teachers to be there. This next round, that would be in May, for the second board meeting, would be the fourth and fifth grade team members. So Mrs. Chase and I will be collaborating a little bit on the invites. Again, parents and guardians are invited to those board meetings as well. The other thing I wanted to bring forth to you was the calendar adoption. Now, I'll be checking the board agenda for anything else, but the calendar was voted forward. Now, what the board decided to do is really adopt a calendar that had the starting dates, the end dates, and PD dates, the Christmas vacation, and so on. They did not address the 2-hour late start. That will be addressed at a future date. In the meantime, what that means for us is that we really have to move forward with some sort of idea for our daily schedule. More to come on that, but I wanted to make sure that I at least communicated that. It's a little ambiguous for the moment, but we will move forward with a couple different calendar or schedule ideas for our building, but we will be moving forward. So thank you so much for your input and suggestions for the 2-hour late start and support. It's been great to see you all supporting what we have going in our building. Thank you so much again. Not a whole lot else that I have for you this week. Tonight or this afternoon, we do have a leadership team meeting, so make sure that you're there, leaders. If you can't be there, again, make sure you get a representative there for you. A couple things on the leadership team agenda that you want to note is that we'll be going over the PLC roadmaps if you have them prepared. We'll at least check to see where you're at with those. Winter monitoring results, we're going to make sure that the leadership team has the summary of the winter monitoring. Great things on that, by the way. Way to go, team. I was going to put that out last week to you, but I decided to run it by the leadership team first, and we'll get that out to the rest of the team as we move forward the rest of this week. Also, we'll be looking at some of the submission elements for our SIG grant. But that's all I have for this week. Thank you so much for all your hard work. I know it's getting to the end of the year. Make sure you're taking good care of yourself. Self-regulate. Take a deep breath. The kids need you to be as consistent and constant as possible in loving them and taking care of them. Remember, we're a family here at CLBE, and thank you for being a part of it. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.